a student of civil engineering in the La Salle University, and I'm going to talk about a proposed to concrete paving blocks and flags made with crochet brick as aggregate. The constant transformation of the city implies demolition of old buildings, but these wastes have become an environmental problem by this treatment and having previously investigate a stair that is very possible to reduce this material towards an not structural elements approach. For example, the integration of stones that use using of the 15% of crusher bricks as concrete aggregate. There is no negative effects on the concrete strength, while reference of 13% natural aggregate with crusher brick reduce strength hub and 20%. In the investigation, we are noted some properties and characteristics fundamental to the behavior of the material and of the, in this case, the concrete paving blocks for the elements on pedestrian areas. Some chapters to analyze are, for example, the density, the compressive resistance, the frost resistance, to the water absorption. Our first point is the use of concrete Portland normally, but the variation of the aggregate components. For example, the river natural aggregate, and our principal element of this investigation, the crossed brick, like aggregate principle. Having present the use of six elements in this investigate, noting the change of the values in the mixture. The dimension of these blocks are required to the urban design. We used the dimension of 35 for 5.5 centimeters and longitudinal in this case by the usually and pedestrian areas. We can see the resistance of the compression in this case. This between and 40.9 and 70.8 megapascals, and for example the resistance to freeze and the change climate. We can see the water absorptions in these elements were varied in between 8.7% and 20.4% to according to variation in the aggregate in this mixture. We analyze the abrasion resistance, the climb resistance, and the strength heaven according to European standards by these elements. We can terminate that the elements meet some with the stipulated charters, properties, and standard. According to European standards, the elements P2 and P4 are the more recommended to these fabricates in these materials. And finally, the production of concrete paving flags made with crochet blocks are possible but the qualities of these elements depend exclusively of the aggregate replaced. This percentage, the idealment is 22.5%, but this can vary according to requirements